No contact can change your life, not only to get back with your ex, but will also change the way you see your life, change the way you see relationship as a whole. For me, it's a fascinating and it's an amazing tool that I use with my clients. Of course, I need to adapt when to use no contact, how long to use no contact, but it is, if you haven't done already, it is an amazing tool, and I'll explain you why.
igetmyexback.com. Everyone deserves a second chance.
So first of all, let's analyze the breakup. This is how you feel, this deep sense of loss. And when we lose something, it creates a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain. And the rationale that you have in your head potentially right now is the best way for me to remove that pain, to feel less anxious, is if I get back with my partner, right? Because the pain is coming from the breakup. If there's no breakup, there's no pain. And so the immediate reaction is to say, let's get in touch. Let's stay close to each other. Let's connect. I should convince my ex. I need to hear their voice. I need to, have their news, what they're up to. I'm also scared that they would forget me. Okay, so this is probably the urge that you have, that you feel right now. If it's the first time you're watching video about breakups, maybe you don't know it already, but these are the wrong things to do. These are the things that will actually prevent you from getting back with your ex, and these are the things that will make your ex not fall back in love with you. From your ex's point of view, when you act like this, they think you had a chance to explain when we were together. We had fights, we discussed about that, or I showed you in a way what I wanted. And now I want you to respect my decision. I want you to respect me. When you send me messages, when you show up at my workplace uninvited, you don't respect me. You don't respect my decision. And so the more you insist, the more they'll push back. And what you're doing is that you're completely deteriorating the image they have of you, sorry. It's very important to have leave a strong impression. Very often the concept of first impression. When you see someone for the first time, I think it takes about half a second for people to make a first impression, to make an opinion of someone. And it's actually very hard to remove this impression. So when you watched one of my videos for the first time and you had this first impression, and somehow something made you stay longer. Perhaps it's my accent, perhaps it's the setting, perhaps it's the light. I'm recording and it's nighttime in London. But it's also very important for you to understand the last impression. When they will reflect on the relationship, of course they will look back at the whole of the relationship. But they will also remember with more intensity the last moments of the relationship. And so it's very important for you to be in a position or be proud of what you would say, what you would do when you're in touch with your ex. Okay? So being clingy, being needy will leave a really bad impression, and your ex won't be able to fall back in love with that image. Okay? Nobody falls in love with someone who's needy. I care about you. Okay? My job is not to help your ex, it's to help you. And I'm going to try to say it properly, from a neuropsychological point of view, this is what you need. It's no contact. Because no contact will help you relieve the stress. When you're in touch with someone, you're dating or you're starting to date. So the beginning of a relationship, when you've just had one date, or you're chatting on Tinder and you sort of like the person, or when you start texting your ex, you have this anxiety, this stress waiting for their response. You send something, then you see, for example, like the 3 dots, so you're like, he's answering, and then nothing. And then they answer, and then you're like, but should I reply now? Should I wait? What should I say? And you're creating a lot of stress in your mind. And you also, a breakup creates withdrawal symptoms, the same as when you stop drinking, if you're an alcoholic, when you are in a rehab, because love is, there's been, from a psychological point of view, it's a drug. And so having a text from your ex or seeing their picture on social media is a way for you to get this shot. And you are reinforcing the idea that you don't have that person, okay? And that it's over, okay? And the problem is that you're trying, and you get only breadcrumbs from them. And that reinforces the idea that you're not the right person, that you're not made to be together. It's actually not relevant here. It's just because you're doing the right things. You don't have the right attitude, you don't have the right approach, because you're listening to your gut, to your feelings, but this time you have to listen to your head. You have to listen to your brain and nurture it. So what I want to explain in this video, it's the concept of dopamine detox. As I said, getting a text from your ex is a shot of a dopamine. So you need to get this detox. So no contact for me is the best way for my clients to detox from the relationship. I'm not going to get into the debate whether dopamine detox is a fad or is something that works. What I want to highlight is that you can select the event, the activities that create dopamine. The reason some scientists said it's maladaptive fad is because you always create dopamine. So you get dopamine when you meet someone, when you are looking at someone in the eyes. So does it mean that, okay, you cut out porn, but does it mean you should stay at home and not seeing anyone because everything will sort of create that dopamine shot? I think what is important is to understand from what you do on a daily basis, filtering in what's important for you and filtering out what's not important for you. And this will help you reduce these impulsive behaviors. Being or feeling sad after a breakup, this feeling of loss, make us obsessive. This is how you probably behave after the breakup. This obsession that I want him back, I want to write to him, I want to know what he's up to. I'm so scared that he's gonna forget me. Your job right now is to block those obsessive thoughts and manage your brain, nurture your brain in a way to have healthy amounts of dopamine and a healthy intake of dopamine. So make a list of the activities, whatever you do, whatever you're about to do this week. So sometimes I do this exercise with my clients. It's like, okay, you're single. Okay, we will take care of your ex in a month's time. Right now, that's not the point. Right now, it's about you. So what are you going to do this week? What are you going to do to feel better? Of course, sports, you could be watching video, playing video games, and list those things. And try to challenge whether this is an activity that helps you move forward, that helps you progress, or an activity that is actually not leading anywhere. Okay? So on this list, you'll basically see which ones will be efficient for you. And I've actually done a video saying, stop watching videos about breakup. Because I know there's an element of reassurance, there's an element of dopamine rush when you watch content like mine, and I'm including myself. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to take action for you. You're watching videos, I know, and I'm conscious that when I say things, when I share concepts, sometimes it's hard to apply it. Because your case is very unique, your situation is unique, you feel isolated, maybe you feel lonely, your friends or the people who are around you, they don't necessarily understand what needs to be done, and you're confused. And so you watch more videos because you feel you're confused, and you end up getting that dopamine rush, but not acting out of those things. So the idea is to really go from a destructive place to a constructive place. And that destructive place is really how you can optimize your life around healthy dopamine. Don't see it as a loss. So it's a detox, but it's just about, you're going to cut out any sort of unhealthy and toxic intake of dopamine. That will help you regain confidence because you're going to see progress. When we feel we progress, we feel proud of ourselves. We feel that we have the control of our life. The problem with breakup is that the control is with the dumper. He or she took the decision. Regain control. The relationship, let's put it on pause. Recovery, we don't care for now. What we care is about you. We care about addressing the pain, addressing the anxiety. And of course, it's very hard because you're going to feel like, oh yeah, okay, sure. I wish I would have the motivation to go out and do some sport. I wish I would have the confidence to go out and go at, I don't know, my best friend's birthday party, but I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it because I'm depressed. I don't feel like it because I'm sad. So of course it's a chicken and egg thing. You need to find ways to trigger that movement, to trigger the momentum. Maybe it's to talk with your best friend, to find a confidant where you can vent what you're going through. Maybe it's talking to a therapist like myself. Could be me, could be someone else, could be Sanela who works with me. About how you can get started. Sometimes we just need one first step. Doesn't have to be a huge one, just one step. Experiencing the rush of dopamine, but from something healthier, for something for you rather than for your ex. And that's why I think accountability as well. So motivation also comes, or you need to basically force yourself. You need to have rules and have someone to help you embed those rules, reinforce those rules. So as I said, that's why I think coaching and therapy does really, really help, does an amazing job for people in your situation where you feel like, okay, I'm stuck, I need to take action, I don't know where to start, it's so confusing. And at the same time, those strong emotions prevent me from doing anything. If you need to take action, if you want to make a difference, have a look, get in touch with me, get in touch with a psychologist, with a therapist. I don't care if it's me, I don't care if it's someone else. Take action. Life is too short. Don't put your life on hold. Don't listen to your heart and your gut at this point in time. Try to be smarter than your gut and to make the right decision, and your ex will soon realize that they fucked it up breaking up with you. Any other questions, any other comments, don't hesitate to let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
For a long time, get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer.